on, look at it. Dude, these massive trucks have been on detour, and my car is right there. My car is right on the corner, and I just feel like it's in the worst position. Wait, can I move my car? I think I'm gonna try to move my car upwards. That's so crazy. Okay, I won't go further than this. I don't even want to show you the Tesla app because it'll just dox where I live, but look at that. That is crazy. They've been doing a lot of detours, and for whatever reason, they're on that road, and the one time I've ever parked my car at the corner, all these big trucks are coming. It's scary. Yo, I've been drinking Body Armor Fit. Body Armor just released. This is not sponsored. I am sponsored by Body Armor until the end of the year, but this is a new product that they sent me out, which is pretty cool. They didn't tell me to put this in my videos. I actually just love it. I love it. It's not supposed to be like an energy drink. It does have caffeine in it, so technically like you're getting caffeinated, but not supposed to be an energy drink. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. You know that song, no? Like, yeah, just get off the video. There's been a lot that has gone on in the last 2 weeks. I have gone to 4 places. You guys have probably seen a few of the videos at this point, but we've been to Montana for Creative Minds, Oregon. This is a trip that I'm not gonna make a vlog out of, unfortunately. It was more of like a fun trip, but I'll put some clips on the screen of the most beautiful spots. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow, look at this. Beauty. We went to Toronto for an event for DJI where they were letting us play around with the Pocket 4 and Pocket 4P, which is really cool. And we went home for for my little brother's graduation. So I just got back, I think like 3 days ago at this point, and we've been right back into it. We're trying to get right back into it. Now I do want to start the day off with the Bible. The Bible. Maybe this could be a thumbnail. Or this. I don't know. I've been in Ephesians 4 for a while. In fact, I've just been rereading Ephesians 4 like consistently. I think that when you read the Bible, normally we just read it and then go to the next chapter and go to the next chapter. But it's kind of nice to continuously reread certain parts of the Bible and then take things that are important out, you know, continuously read it over again, because I feel like every time you read the Bible, you learn something new. So I've been reading Ephesians 4, but we're gonna go to Ephesians 5 now. Right now, this is in NLT, but I do wanna read it in ESV, read it in NKJV. If you guys don't know, I'm talking about different versions of the Bible. That way I can kind of understand the same thing in a different way, because each version is a little bit different when it comes to how it portrays the single coherent message of the gospel of Jesus Christ, just to be clear. Okay, so I'm gonna get to Ephesians 5, but before, always have to pray, and I'm praying for you too, so you're a part of this. So dear God, thank you for giving me life today, God. Thank you for giving the person who's watching this video life, God. I pray that they can only see the love of you in their life, God. I pray that their day is phenomenal and that they're safe, God. I pray that my day is also productive, God, and that the work I do is work that can be directed towards you and your purpose. God, I want to pray for understanding for this text that I'm about to read today, God, and I pray that whoever's watching is able to take something from this text as well. God, again, thank you for everything that you've blessed me with, God. Thank you for everything you blessed them with. Do all this in your precious holy name, Jesus Christ. Amen. What I'm gonna do is like I do before. I'm just gonna read Ephesians 5, come back, and then we can debrief, okay? For the greedy person is an idolater, worshiping the things of this world. Do not be fooled by those who try to excuse these sins, for anger of God will fall on all who disobey. Husbands, this means love your wives, just as Christ loved the church. He gave up his life for her, to make her holy and clean, washed by the cleansing of God's word. In the same way, husbands ought to love their wives as they love their own bodies. Well, if I read Ephesians 4 over and over, Ephesians 5, I'm probably going to read over and over 2 times the amount. This is kind of a thick passage. Okay, listen to this, right? Firstly, to start off, he says things that I think are pretty obvious, but they kind of just confirm what I think we know as Christians already. Imitate God, therefore, in everything you do. Okay. And then after he says, we are following the example of Christ. And the only reason I point that out is because a lot of people from different religions can say that Christ is not actually God. But it's interesting that he says, imitate God, but then he says, following the example of Christ. So we're imitating God and following Christ. They're the same person. They've been the same person. Another thing that I honestly find very difficult, bro, I'm not perfect in any way. It's the part where he says in verse 4, actually, I'll start from verse 3. Let there be no sexual immorality, impurity, or greed among you. Such sins have no place among God's people. Obscene stories, foolish talk, and coarse jokes. These are not for you. Instead, let there be thankfulness to God, okay? Obscene jokes, easy. Sexual immorality, easy. Even looking at someone the wrong way is considered adultery. When that happens, when I do that, it's hard, but you have to check yourself and be like, yo, I cannot do this. Like, this is not right. And I feel like what always helps me is thinking about my future wife and being like, dang, like, how would I explain to my wife that I'm looking at any girl who passes me by, or that I'm making these jokes to my friends that I would never make, in the presence of someone else. And I think it gets to a point where, like, I think jokes are okay, but I just don't know. Sometimes it's too much. And I realize that the most when it becomes difficult to have a serious conversation with someone because of the jokes that you might tell beforehand. I have friends that I've had for a while from high school and stuff, and it's honestly like pretty difficult to talk to them about Christ sometimes. And I think that's because they don't know me as someone who's like that serious. I used to just talk about anything, stupid jokes, whatever. Everything was a joke. Every situation was a joke. And it becomes really hard for me to have a serious conversation when they just know me as someone who just takes life like not that serious, One thing I found pretty interesting was verse 6 where it says, don't be fooled by those who try to excuse these sins. I really want to be so careful with like not doxing people in my life, but I think sex is an example. I remember in college, like there'd be people who were just like, bro, like, I mean, everyone does it. Like, it's fine. This is a part of college. Like, this is a part of it. Like, who cares? But that's not what the Bible says, you know what I'm saying? And so even though it's permissible when it comes to the world, it's like, no, like, nah, you can't just listen to what other people who, again, might not have your best interest in mind are saying, because it might lead you to situations that are really hard to get out of when you get it's connected to one person in the terms of sex. Now, the last thing I was going to talk about is wives and husbands, bro. This is a crazy one. It says right here, 22, for wives, this means submit to your husbands as to the Lord. And then I'll skip to 25. For husband, this means love your wives just as Christ loved the church. He gave up his life for her. And then down to 33, each man must love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband. I personally think that in today's world, roles of a marriage are very not, I guess, traditional, or they can be traditional. But one thing that I always am hearing is this submission, like wives submitting to their husbands being seen as a bad thing. Like submission is a bad thing. I think that's not true. I don't think submission is a bad thing. I submit to God. I submit to God. Now, I'm not calling men in a relationship God, but I am saying that the act of submission is not an act of weakness. It is not an act of weakness. In that same regard, it's not the role of a man to take the submission and to abuse that type of submission. It literally says in verse 25, he gave up his life for her. They're talking about Jesus and the church, okay? In the same way, we men should give up our lives for the woman that we love, okay? It also says too, in the same way, husbands ought to love their wives as they love their own bodies. This is verse 28. For a man who loves his wife actually shows love for himself, because no one hates their own body, but feeds and takes care of it. Now, the thing is, we are not perfect as humans. So imagine being in a relationship where the wife is being submissive, but the husband is being abusive of that submission. I don't know what to do in that situation. Truthfully, I don't know what to do. Or I guess vice versa. The man loves the woman, but the woman is not respectful of the man, like it says in the last verse. I don't know what happens in that situation either. That's the confusing part about humans. We're not perfect. But I think that this is the way that God wanted him to work. Now, there's one thing I really want to really point out. In Genesis, when they're talking about the creation, it says he created man and woman. He created male and female in God's image. He didn't create woman in the image of man, who is in the image of God. Men and women both have the image of Christ. So it's ridiculous to think that women are less than men and men are above women. That's ridiculous. The hierarchy that we view in our head is not the same as what I think God's intention is. In my head, it's more like the way to operate correctly is in this way, where a man will die for their woman and a woman respects their man and submits to their man. I just think that the big problem is that we are humans and we sin. Sin a lot. Okay, I know this was a long section. We have a lot to do today, so let us get ready. All All right, so I've been trying to eat a lot. This feels like a cooking channel. Welcome to Cook with Joel. I've been trying to eat a lot healthier, which means you saw my fridge, bro? That thing is stocked, okay? I'm not playing around. I actually just made, and we'll probably make it later today, but I made for the first time drumsticks. I know it feels like I'm like a privileged, sheltered child. I've never made drumsticks in my life before, but I'm about to air fry those later today. I've been on this like plan with my trainer. He's giving me a personal training plan, and he's also giving me a fitness plan. What am I talking about? A diet. And a lot of the things that he just includes are like eggs, this, Greek yogurt, something simple. So literally today, I'm gonna explain what we're gonna do today while making a very simple breakfast, because I'm a very simple man. Firstly, Creative Minds update. Creative Minds has been going really well. We got the website fully up and running. I want to still make some videos for social media, but we have reached out to a vast majority of people for the trip. And what's crazy is that you guys are going crazy. Bro, we've had like 75 submissions for Creative Minds. Like, clap it up, bro. We still have a list of like 20 or 30 creators that we really do want to get to go to Creative Minds. And then the way it works is once we reach out to them, then we'll kind of open up that pool for other creators. There's also one really, really special creator that I'm praying comes to this retreat, but we'll have to see. Hey Google, how many weeks until August 12th?
There are 8 weeks until August 12th.
Okay, 8 weeks. So is it to the, hey Google, is that 8 weeks to the day?
Yes, it is exactly 8 weeks from today, June 16th.
Holy cow. All right, you don't have to, August 12th is a Wednesday. It's literally Tuesday today. That does not make sense. How would that be exactly 8 weeks? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that 8 weeks until this retreat, I think now 8 weeks in a day. Now I don't trust you, bro. I think you can get closer now because it feels like you feel like you're too far away. Come to me. Wasn't that cool? I could do that any moment in time. 8 weeks is 2 months. 2 months is a pretty good amount of buffer time. Now we still have to reach out to people for our sponsorships a little bit. And that's like kind of what I'm slightly not worried about, but you know, I don't know. Regardless, like we're just gonna do it. I think we're just gonna do it. I think it's gonna be all good. I think it's gonna all work out. Cheerio. Now there's a creator, his name is Roberto Nixon, and he lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. And we're gonna go see his studio today for the first time, which is cool because I wanna bring you guys along. This guy is an incredibly talented creator, And I've been a little frustrated because I want to make videos at his level. I want to, but I don't know if it's like what's causing me to not do it. I don't know. Either way, he has a monitor specifically. I want to upgrade the monitors in my room, and he has some crazy monitors. So we're gonna check that out. Probably stay there for a few hours, come back, lock in at the gym, and then tonight we're playing Catan, which I low-key wanted to find like a little table. We also have a Ray-Ban Meta video that's due today, which is not good. Or sorry, it's due tomorrow. We have a Ray-Ban video that's due tomorrow. This is so good. But we're gonna try and make it work. I'm doing this video for Meta, actually, for the Ray-Ban Metas, and I want to make it about my mom because she started a private practice in Rhode Island. So I've been taking some of the footage. I wanted to talk about where she came from because she was a nurse in Jamaica, and I brought this back home with me from my trip to Rhode Island, and I'm just like, for the longest amount of time, I didn't know that I had this many baby pictures of myself. I just didn't think my parents like took that many baby pictures. There are so many. I have so many baby pictures. Pictures I haven't seen maybe I haven't seen them in so long because I don't remember ever seeing any of these pictures. Like, these are like kind of adorable, are they not? Man, this is like, there's two things I think. One, I'm very thankful that my parents like took photos of me when I was a kid because it really feels crazy to see them younger too. It's like wild. But two, it's kind of wild seeing your parents, because they had me when they were 27. I think my mom was 27, my dad was 30. For obviously when you look at your parents as a kid, you're like, oh, these people are old, they're old. But then I'm looking at them like, yo, these people like are low key. My friends are 27, my friends are 30. It's kind of crazy feeling like I'm catching up to the point that they are or that they were when they had kids. And then I was just thinking like, yo, it's crazy that I could have a kid and it would be fine. Like no one would think like, that's crazy. In my head, a piece of me still feels like that's crazy. But then I look at a picture of me from like 5th grade and I look in the mirror, I'm like, yo, I am like not a small human being. Like I am a man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to have like the same thought process as a kid. Like I'm not a kid anymore. Not even remotely. I'm not a teenager anymore. I'm not even a young adult. I'm an adult. Actually, I probably am still a young adult technically. I'm 25. It really just does make me think. Granted, like my dad was 30, like so he still had a little ways to go before he actually had a kid. But I'm 25, you know, and I think it would be cool to have a kid. No lie. I'm not like planning on having a kid at any moment in time. I just know if I did have a kid, I think it would be awesome. I think I love kids. I don't know, it's just this whole like album just made me like happy, bro. Yeah, so we're gonna work on a little bit of meta stuff, but just wanted to share that with you guys because that was cool. And I had a big noggin as a kid. I had a big noggin. In 4 minutes with another person from Creative Mind named Lacey, not Lacey the streamer. And this is why I love Teslas and their self-driving capabilities. Lacey!
Hi, how are you?
Oh, this is Lacey, August 12th to the 17th.
Okay.
All right, this is Roberto's studio. Roberto's actually in a meeting. I'm gonna give you a full tour, but for now, this is the spot where he makes this stuff happen. I'm not trying to like expose too much of his stuff though, because I like him as a friend and I like to keep it that way. So I'll just show you the general stuff that I feel like he won't mind. Firstly, and he's done a video on his whole space, but this is his like creative setup. He did literally a video on his setup, which is, it looks insane in person, bro. It's like a standing desk. This looks like where he records some of his content and then he's got his other stuff over there. Wow, look at that. This is sick. Whole wall of a bunch of like knick-knack stuff. Look at that. That's so cool. That is sick. What type of camera is that? Then he's got this whole boxing floor over here. That's Keaton. It's Elijah. Yo, this guy's not serious. Never met this guy before. I was gonna put his information on the screen. I'm not going to anymore. Upstairs, he set up this thing for us, I think. Dang, this looks so look at that. Oh, that's nice. A little couch. A little reading thing here. Dune. Oh wait, is this like, oh that's so cool. If you haven't watched Dune, it's pretty insane. This looks like, oh my gosh, the speaker setup. And then, oh man, he's got this set up so nicely. This is wild. One of these monitors is actually a Chinese-based company. This is it. I was actually thinking about getting this exact monitor, but I need to just see how it looks. So we're gonna connect our monitor to this and see how it looks. But yeah, we're gonna be working out here for the next few hours. Last time I came here, there was like pretty much nothing, but he invited us creators. There's only 2 of us here now. There's actually 3. I don't know where the 3rd one literally is lost. Raheem is legitimately here. We'll meet Roberto in a second. See you guys. End of the hour. This is Roberto. If you guys don't know him, this is his incredible studio. ZVE1, modded out ZVE1. Well, modded out is stretch. It's literally just a 16 and 35.
Next time, once you get on, it's so fun.
This is my student Ethan. Ethan, we're gonna teach Ethan how to throw a real punch. I'm personally under the conviction that every man needs to know how to throw a punch. Because if you don't know how to throw a punch, what happens when you need to protect your girl?
I got a lot of girls to protect too.
He's got a lot of girls to protect, so we gotta make sure. All right, Ethan, let's see what you're working with right now.
All right.
No. Wait, okay. Do it again. Are you trying? I'm not even playing. All right. Okay.
There's a lot to work with.
Yeah. Wait, you should actually put these on just so you don't hurt yourself. Yeah, do it again. Okay, you gotta get tired. The jab, right, is just your left hand.
Okay.
But the way you have to stand is your back foot is kind of like turned and your front foot's facing this. Like just put your left hand out, yeah, just like that. Okay, so you can reach it from here. When you throw a punch, you pretty much just want to sway, right? And then when you go forward, you just put your left leg forward a little bit.
Yeah.
And your hand just travels with it. Yeah, but you want full extension, okay? So you want full extension. You want to pretty much be like reaching forward. Okay, good. Keep your hands up, and when you punch, you're turning.
Okay.
Keep your head face to it, so you're turning, but your head is still focused on what you're looking at. Okay, for the right, wherever your left hand is, your right hand can punch further than that. Make your left hand touch this. If your left hand can touch this fully outstretched, now just switch to your right. Like twist your body, your right hand can go through it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why that's like your kind of your power punch.
Interesting.
All right, exactly, that was good.
Hey.
That was much better. Okay, when you throw a 1-2, it's just that one jab, and then the second, you're already in this position. All you do is transfer your weight, and you just twist your hand. Punch, there we go. Say. All right, when you do this, right, this leg should be weak, right? When you do this, all your body weight should be on this leg.
Oh, interesting.
The reason is, if all your body weight's on this leg, that means that you can twist and you can move all your body weight to your right leg.
Okay.
All right, see there, your weight is on this,
Yeah.
and then you can punch
Oh gosh.
by turning it.
Why is
Okay?
it so fast?
Just do it, try. All your weight's on
Okay.
this leg, right? Hold it, all your weight's on that leg, and then you can twist, exactly, good. A lot
Okay.
stronger, a lot stronger.
There we go.
Come on, let's get some good punches, all right. 1, 2, nice. Okay, good. Truthfully, the way they teach you is like, you'd like literally just warm up like this for a while. So you're just not doing that, but
Yeah.
But now you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the one.
There. Good. All right, good. Don't hurt yourself now though, because your hands are gonna.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's too good.
There we go. I live in a spot where my apartment is so far away from my parking lot if I want to charge that I have to get an electric vehicle because it's just like 10 times easier. I'm trying to do this without showing you where I live as well. Either way, it is kind of nice though because I actually really enjoy skateboarding. Like when I was a kid, I would skateboard in college all the time. It was just so much easier until one of my friends got a concussion, which makes me think that I should wear a helmet, but this controller pretty much allows me to stop instantaneously. So I haven't fallen yet, and I hope to never fall ever in my life, but just a little bit of insight into my life. Let's go home and make some food. For the first time, we're making chicken drumsticks. Yummy. Bye-bye. And then when I come home, grab this charging cord, plug it in there, and we're good. As simple as that. It is like orange in here because the light, so beautiful. All right, I was gonna make that chicken, but I realized it didn't work out today, so let's go.
Put your hand in the air if you ain't been broke in a minute. Now keep your hand in the air if you're trying to repent for sinning. Oh yeah, losing sleep so I can keep on winning. Stat will smell like Stewie, now my stat like Peter Griffin. Put your hand in the air if you ain't been broke in a minute. Now keep your hand in the air if you're trying to repent for sinning. Oh yeah, losing sleep so I can keep on winning. Stat will smell like Stewie, now my stat like Peter Griffin.
All right. That workout killed me. I'm so tired. It is currently 11 o'clock. Oh, hold on. I agreed to go on a run tomorrow with someone who lives in the apartment, and they're going on a 4-mile run. The most I've run post ACL injury, 3.3. I think it's 3.3 miles, and I think that was in 35 minutes. So we gotta run 10-minute pace. Yeah, this is gonna not be very fun. Truthfully, I'm like literally like shaking, dog. That being said, I really wanna show you this chicken that I am going to make. I really wanna show you. Hold on, I gotta wash my hands. All right, so this is my first time making drumsticks, so I really do not want you guys to judge me. I haven't cooked them yet. I'm gonna air fry it, but I don't want to show you. I don't want you guys to make fun of me. Oh my goodness. It smells so freaking good, bro. It smells like I could just eat it right now. I'm just gonna put these in the air fryer. I'm gonna cook rice, and I think I'm just gonna cook some like steamed, or not steamed, like vegetables and whatever. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's done, and after that I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't even have the energy. I'll just put the camera on. All right. Genuinely a vulnerable moment. I don't know how this chicken's gonna turn out, and I'm a little nervous. You guys are gonna make fun of me. I don't care though. I'm trying to do new things like cook for myself. Y'all should be encouraging me instead of putting me down. I purchased this. This is a thermometer because I'm telling you right now, I'm not getting sick. Poultry, 165 inside. 165. Okay. I'm just gonna put the sample here. How does that look? Okay, I don't even want to, let me move you closer. That looks like a pretty good piece of chicken to me, doesn't it not? All right, my mom would make fun of me for using this because it's not Jamaican to use this, but is it Jamaican to be throwing up at 4 a.m. in the morning? Maybe, I don't know. I guess I'm not really Jamaican. Listen, all right, right there in the center, 183. This is the thickest piece. Let me go right here. Ooh, this feels bad. 189, 188, okay. Dang, that's 202. Okay, I think we're good. But how does it taste? Bone apple teeth. You see how hot this is, bro? I'm gonna be so real when I tell you guys, that is phenomenal. I'm not even joking. That is phenomenal. That is so freaking good, bro. I'm not even playing. Oh man, oh man. Is this what cooking is like? Yo, I love you guys so much. Every single day, I think about you. When I go to sleep, I think about you. When I'm eating food, I think about you. Hold on. When I'm eating food, I think about you. Even when I poo, I think about you. Swimming in the pool, I think about you. Ain't nothing new, cause I'm thinking about you. Thinking about you, yeah, I'm thinking about you. Please subscribe to this video if you new. Even if you're not, I'm glad you saw it through to the end of this video, man. I love you. Oh!